Hello. Today I want to talk about the project that we've been working with Alina, Jay, and Eric, which focuses on phishing email detection classification using behavioral cues and adding adversarial robustness to the models. 91% of cyber attacks begin with phishing email, and phishing emails cost businesses a lot of money, with over $4 billion per breach. And detecting and classifying phishing emails isn't always a technical issue. 90% of the phishing attacks exploit human psychology and play around users' emotions of urgency, fear, and curiosity. That is why we wanted to look at phishing detection classification algorithms, but using more of a psychological approach to it. We had a data set which is Track 2007 corpus dataset, which contained 52,000 emails. We had various features, which is sender, receiver, the subject of the email, the body text, and if the email contained URLs and how many of those. We first wanted to compare the models and then see how different preprocessing pipelines can affect those models. And then we actually wanted to look at the psychological tricks. We added adversarial noise to the models, and we defined behavioral features that might improve the models for phishing email classification. So looking at the first experiment, we compared 4 different models, which is naive Bayes, logistic regression, XGBoost, and BERT. We used 2 different approaches, which was training only on the email text, which is the body, combined with the subject, and with the text plus the metadata that we have. So BERT of its nature receives only the text and showed a pretty high accuracy, but XGBoost was the best performing model. Hybrid features, both text and metadata, can beat pure text alone. And then we wanted to look at how does text preprocessing affect the model performance overall. So we had various pipelines. We found out that the naive Bayes was most sensitive one. And then we found out that XGBoost and logistic regressions were more stable, where preprocessing didn't have a large effect. So this shows that the preprocessing helps only in simpler models and can sometimes hurt, like in the case of the naive Bayes. Can our most stable model, which was BERT, handle noisy attacks? By noise, we mean we will mimic how attackers would try to breach those filters that email classifiers might have. So we injected synthetic noise at 0%, 5%, 10%, and etc. And the interesting finding here was that at a 10% noise level, the false positive, which is the safe emails that were flagged as phishing, have raised, which means, like for example, if you're a corporate worker and you get about 100 emails every day, some of those might get into your spam, and those might include really important information that you wanted to know, but you don't see it because it's in your spam. So we see that even stable models like BERT that sometimes are considered a best practice for various companies had some vulnerabilities, and adding noise can severely degrade at some noise levels, which is an interesting finding. Moving on with our psychological deception features, we see that many attackers use psychological tricks, and we wanted to see if detecting those psychological manipulations beforehand can increase the model performance. So, for example, imagine that you're getting an email that says act now or your account will be closed. You immediately feel like you need to do something. And this is the type of attacks that the social engineering attacks that hackers usually use. So our approach was that we created a dictionary with manipulative phrases, both in urgency, fear, and curiosity aspects, which scammers usually use. We chose those according to studies that we've read, other social engineering tactics mentioned by researchers. Then we used sentence BERT to measure how similar those phrases were to the emails body text that we had. And then we got those scores of the deception, and it became our new feature. And we added those behavioral scores into models, to Naive Bayes and XGBoost, and both of the models improved. And XGBoost became better at catching real phishing emails than it used to, for 33%. So we might conclude that detecting psychological manipulation in emails can help us to have more accurate phishing email classification. The key takeaways: BERT is very stable and smart, but it's not invincible. It can fail if we add noise at certain points, and we see that simple tricks still work. Phishing is a psychological thing, and detecting psychological features really can help us in the future to detect emails. And it all matters because even small gains, high stakes fields can detect thousands and millions of emails that people get every day, and the classification increase by 0.1% matters in this area. Thank you. If you have any questions, please email the team, and have a good day.